Oh, and now I see us on the channel too.
Brilliant. Hello, RGL TV. My name is yelsraek. And over here with me, go ahead.
Yeah, and and I am Vonnie Vaughn. How's everyone doing tonight? So we are going to be doing this is actually a continuation from something that you and I did, well, maybe about like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago, right around the time of the Final Fantasy IV Paladin Onat. So I want to say it might have been April 2018. I was looking at it earlier, I swear, but yeah, Vonnie and I did this little special thing where he walked me through from start to Paladin, how to become a Paladin, relatively quickly, and it was a lot of fun. And I participated in the Onat, and I PB'd in the first round and lost, so it was doubly good. It was it was everything I could have asked for and more. Yes, bittersweet, but absolutely wonderful. And I had always intended at some point to come back and say, well, you know, this was great, but I would love to play a category where I actually finished the game, or at least, air quotes, finished the game.
Right.
So, which brings us back to here.
It does.
Yeah.
Should we just go ahead and get started so we can kind of get moving with this?
We've got some stuff to mash through, so.
We do, yes. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So, a little background for those that might not be familiar with what this is or what we're doing. So, this is Final Fantasy IV. This is in the United States, it was referred to as Final Fantasy II, though this is just that's just a retitling of the Japanese 4. What we're going to be doing is an 80% category of the game that's called No Credits Warp. So basically, what we're going to do is about, well, if you're doing a run, it would be probably about like an hour and a half, maybe a little more in. We are going to engage in a massive wrong warp glitch that is not only going to take us to the final boss, but it's also going to give us an extremely broken but an extremely broken way to one-shot him. Now, in order to make this work, there are many, many minute details that we need to set up properly along the way. And that's what we're going to be covering here is going over exactly what we need to do and why.
Yeah.
So
we're going to cover all the ground, soup to nuts from the start of the run. This is based on the premise that I already know how to be a paladin. So this will be... There are certain mechanics that we're not going to spend a lot of time on. We're just going to focus on the stuff that you skip when you are only trying to go to Paladin and you're not actually trying to finish the game. And then from Paladin onwards, I've watched the run many times, so I'm a fan of the category, but I am completely in the dark about execution. So that's where Bonnie's going to help me out here. I got Raven Skip. Did you get Raven Skip?
I didn't even get Float Eye Skip, dude.
Oh man,
I know.
I'm almost in like reset territory for that.
So, the 64 door glitch is tough to explain in words alone, but rest assured, if you like glitchy things. If you like really glitchy things, you're absolutely going to want to stick around for the rest of this, because going through the 64 door glitch is an experience unlike anything you get in virtually any other video game or speed run for that matter. It's just ridiculous. Serious, Scarlet, there will be no bacon here today. We shall avoid the bacon.
We're going to try our best.
Normally, two middle-aged dudes would be like, oh yeah, dude, give me all that bacon. Not in this application, though. I'm trying to teach Yels here how to succeed.
How to succeed at business without really trying?
Oh, there's some serious business going to be going on here.
The most serious. All right, so the one difference that we're gonna point out here is that Vonnie is playing off of a cart, off of an actual version 1.0 Final Fantasy cart. I am running this because I'm learning. I am running this off of my SD2 SNES with save states to SNES loaded, which means that the opening sequence that Vonnie is going to walk through here is going to go much more quickly for him than it is going to go for me, because he has managed to fix his encounter seed at seed 92, which means that he will have no overworld encounters or encounters in the Mist Cave all the way up to Mist Dragon. Whereas I will have to run away from a few things, because I can't. The way in which you set up the seed, it's very difficult when you have to power down the console when you're dealing with a power pack or with a flash card in general, because the flash card goes back to the main flash card menu when you power down. So I don't really have a solution for getting the seed on here. But again, this for me, that seed is not important for learning. Like, at least learning the parts of the run that we're going to learn. Or that I'm going to learn. You already know them.
Yes. So, just to kind of detail what we've already done so far, is the only thing that's really important that I've done is I went into that little mini armory shortly after gaining control of Cecil, and I picked up a tent. That is going to be used in just a few minutes to execute a glitch called Mist Clip, which is, and I'll explain it when we get there, but essentially it's going to give us access to the first town that we get to in the game in a way that we shouldn't have at that point. But for now, what I'm getting at here after I close these next couple of text boxes with Kane is about 2 minutes of lore where I do nothing. Oh, hey, Yels, should we probably update the stream title?
Oh, good call. Yeah, we absolutely should. Yeah, we should do that, and then whenever we finish up, we should change it back.
Yes. Yeah. Put it back the way you found it.
Due diligence and all that. So, let's see. So let me grab the stream title as it is right now and tuck it away somewhere nice and safe, while still mashing through text. I'm hearing way more of Rosa's song than I normally do. Okay. Let's see. So, Final Fantasy 4. Go ahead. Yeah, get me to the cutscene. Thank you. Get me to the... Alright, now... Oh shoot, what is it? Is it title? Exclamation point title? Let's see. No. I believe it's like some sort of edit command. Command? Oh, it's the speedrun robot. That doesn't help me. What about the, Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Because I am so old-fashioned. I don't have time for these fancy commands.
So while he's fixing that, a few things that I've done here. The first thing is I went into my menu, and I went to the custom area. Well, I'll show you right here. So I went to the custom area, and I changed the battle speed and battle message default to 3. You see, fast is over there on the one side, and considering this is a speed run, we want to go fast. So I've changed both of those to 1. I also went south. I went southwest of the castle, and I picked up a chocobo. I do this for 2 reasons. First of all, it walks really fast. It can walk us right to the mouth of this cave. And second of all, your step counter does not increment while you are on the chocobo. So this is going to allow us to continue to not getting any encounters like I've set up here. So we'll give Yels a minute to get to where I'm at, and then because I'm about 2 steps away from the first boss fight of the game. And there's some very particular things that we need to do here, and I want to make sure that Yels is watching this.
Yeah, Jolly Gold Roger, the replays will resume once the tutorial is over. So I believe we have Retrothon 2020 queued up to replay. It was on the countdown when we rudely interrupted it with our live tutorial. But fear not, the replays shall return in due course. And this just exemplifies the difference in knowing what seed you're on for the beginning of the run versus not, essentially. Being able to lock in seed 92 lets you comfortably walk through this entire cave and get no encounters. And every encounter, even if you run rapidly, still, I mean, what do you figure? An encounter like that probably costs like 6 seconds or so?
Yeah, they're usually. I mean, there can be extra messages that can make it anywhere roughly from 5 to 7 seconds.
Gotcha.
Okay, so now, Yels, I know you're familiar with the Mist Dragon fight, but I hope you have audio of my game that specifically you can hear, because I'm going to point out an audio cue that I use when it comes to jumping with Kain, and I'll tell you what it is now. Assuming you do everything properly as far as inputting all of your commands quickly, you're going to want to execute his jump command when the dragon is in mist form, like maybe about a few frames after you first hear the high note of the music. Okay?
Okay.
So if you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and do it, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. All right?
So what I've done, hopefully this works for the stream as well. I've muted my capture, and I have unmuted my VLC capture of you.
Right.
So we should all be hearing you now.
So Kain jumps, and then you just hold A to immediately attack with Cecil. You can just keep holding A because Cecil's going to attack again. You're going to attack. Another jump with Kain. You can still hold A because now Cecil's going to attack. Kain will land. Mist Dragon will get an attack. So you hold A, attack with Cecil, attack with Kain. And there you go. That's the 7 hits you want to get in before Mist form. Now, we're going to get to Mist form. We're going to parry with Cecil. We're going to queue up the jump command, and we're going to press A right there. Okay, now, once now gets ready to fight comes up, you can do all of this in the time that text box is up here, but I'm going to show you how to. We are not going to be duping the Shadow Shield that you normally do, which is a very simple one, with Cecil to get all our money. Instead, we're going to be duping the Iron Shield, and this is how it's going to go. We're going to come to this empty space below the tent. We're going to select it. Then we're going to select the Shadow Shield. It's going to disappear, okay? Now we're going to come down here. We're going to swap the top 2 spots on our inventory, and then we're going to swap the other 2 spots below that. So it should look like this. So you've got tent, package on the top row, and then the empty slot, and then the Shadow Shield in the second row, okay?
Okay.
So once you've got that, then you can just get out of there and attack with Cecil. And if you timed everything right, I was a little early. So Kain should land before Cecil attacks. Now, when you get Kain's next turn, you're going to go into his item menu. You're going to come up to his... Now, this is noteworthy because Palom is the same way. Kain is left, meaning that his weapon is going to be in his left hand, and his shield is going to be in his right. So you just come straight up once you go into the item menu.
Okay.
You select the iron shield, and then you select this empty slot that's below the tent.
Mm-hmm.
There. So now you see the iron shield has dropped down, and now you jump.
Okay.
And here we're just going to keep attacking him until he's done.
So that was kind of like the shadow shield dupe that I'm used to doing. It felt like the steps that I normally do for that were kind of broken up between Cecil and Kane's turns.
Yeah, so the what we do, it's funny you say that, because what we do there with Cecil, we refer to as the half dupe.
The half dupe.
And then with Kane, you complete the dupe. Okay?
Okay.
So you want to give it a try?
Sure.
Okay. I'll be watching.
The good thing is that it seemed like, because that menu, where it's like get ready to fight, it lingers as long as you stay in the item menu. So this is nice, because I won't have to do it quickly this time. I can just remember the steps.
The only thing, okay. So here's what I would say to that is, it is possible to do all that menuing with Cecil before now get ready to fight disappears. You obviously have to be quick. But the good thing is, as long as you open the menu as soon as you see now get ready to fight up here, you can take your time and just know that ATB will kind of be frozen during that whole process. So yeah, if you need to, which I mean, you saw me take my time doing it, and I did it just fine.
Yeah.
So make sure don't mash B here, otherwise you'll say no. You'll have to go back a few steps.
Yeah.
And you'll have to do this all over again.
Well, that was another important point that you mentioned offhand to me over the last couple of weeks. Is like, if you're just picking this up, just mash with A, right? I'm pretty sure I'm not sure about the later part of the game, but at least for the Paladin hour, there aren't any scenarios where you're supposed to say no. So just mashing with A eliminates the opportunity for you to accidentally say no at the wrong time. And
when you first talk to the bedridden Rosa in Kaipo, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that one when we get there.
You want to mash A for a specific amount of time, right? or do you mash B?
Well, like I said, we'll get to it. Yeah. All right, so go ahead and get going.
Okay. Hold down an A at the black screen. That gets the jump right away.
Yep.
I'm holding A because Cecil gets his second turn next.
Exactly.
This is the only time I'm not going to hold A, is just because I have the menu to jump again. Like that, and then I can hold A again.
Did you change your battle speed?
No, I didn't. I forgot.
Oh, it's like, this looks a little sluggish.
It does. Hold on a sec. So
do you have a save state right there?
I do. My sound is going to get a little wonky though. It's like the one thing that this whole thing does. Like, okay. Notice now that I have loaded my save, but it's still the boss music.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because the SNES is just weird like that. Save states work, but like the music runs on like different, like there's different commands within the code that tell the music to stop and start. So it doesn't stop the music, but the music will load again when I start the fight, but it might start to sound a little choppy. But that's okay, because it'll only be for this fight. So
gotcha. All right, cool.
So we'll see how it sounds. Sometimes it sounds kind of weird here. Actually.
Oh, you...
I think it sounds...
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, I thought you attacked with Kane there. Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, I was just trying to catch up with you, and I was worried. I was fixing like the stream title, and I completely forgot to set the battle speed to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. You can get Cecil's turn.
That is weird.
But that's actually fine. That's fine. You need to. Go ahead.
Okay. So,
and then as soon as you see... Yeah, now item. Okay. So no, go in.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. We have a little bit of delay here. Hold on. Let me load
Yeah.
this again.
So okay. So you have a carrot. You need to move that.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. This.
Actually, you know what? Here, because we're not going to be using carrot, trash it. Just get it out of the way. There you go. Now go back up.
Okay, we're good. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Seriously.
Sweet.
Now.
Okay. Okay. Now,
We're
one more
off the
time
rails
with
already.
gusto.
Yes. Okay, this turn 3 for Cecil. And just this dragon attacks. Attack 6, attack 7. Okay, good. Although it is weird because, like you said, you end up parrying with Cecil to get to Kane, but okay. So I'm going to do the shadow dupe here.
No. Back up. So
Backing up.
you first want to select the empty slot below the tent.
Oh, right. Empty slot below the tent, and I go there.
Okay. Then you grab the shadow shield. Okay. Now come back down into your items. Flip the tent and the package positions. So select the tent. There you go. Take the shadow shield. Move it one spot to the right.
Okay. And that's the half dupe.
That's the half dupe. Yes. Now get out of there and attack Mist Dragon. Kane's going to jump a little late, but that's fine.
And then now...
Keep attacking with Cecil. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And
Now, as soon as you get to Kane's turn, go to the item menu. Okay. Now, go up, grab his iron shield, put it in the empty slot below the tent, and then you're done as far as duping in this battle goes. So now you just need to kill the Mist Dragon.
Okay. So this was slow enough. I don't know if I'm going to get like a second Mist cycle or something.
If you do, it's not a big deal.
Okay. I probably should... Oh, cool. I was like, I wonder if I should have jumped again.
Oh,
but...
there you go.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, now. Now we'll finish everything off and show you what to do. For you, because you're not on seed 90, or because you're not on seed 92, or seed 81.
Yeah.
Whatever. I would suggest that you save as soon as you get out of the cave.
Good call. Yeah.
Okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here. We want to make it so that we have... Now, just to demonstrate this here, there's one tile in between me and the town. As soon as I move to the right, as soon as I start walking to the right, I'm going to immediately hold to the left and then hold the X button to open my menu. And right before I open my menu, you're going to see Cecil face back to the left, but not actually move to the left. And it's going to look like that. Okay? So this is going to help us to set up the actual misclip. But before we do that, there's a couple things we need to do with Kane's equipment. So we're going to equip with Kane. So you see here in the R hand, we've got a blank with a 5. So here we're going to select that, go one slot down to the iron shield, select it. We're going to select the iron shield again, and then select that that empty slot. Excuse me, that empty slot. Dupe is now done. We also, because you can cycle menus in this like this, when you're here in the R hand, you can just press up to get to your arms here. We're going to take this iron glove and we're going to put it in the 3rd slot down. Taking off that iron glove is going to be very important for something we're going to be doing a little later in the run. Okay?
Okay.
So now we're done with what we want to do with Kane here. So now we back out and we go up to our item. We need to use our tent. This is why we flip the tent and the package in that menu, is because you can just come up to the item menu and just mash A, and you'll automatically use this tent.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and do all of that, just so I can see how it looks on your side,
Sure.
to make sure you got everything set up.
Okay. So I did the turnaround.
Yeah, that looked good. Okay, perfect. And then take off his...
Right?
It went white for me for a second. Go to your
Oh.
item menu.
Sure thing.
Yeah, that looks perfect. You're
Okay.
good.
And now,
You're good.
Now I'll use the tent.
Mm-hmm.
And just so you know, because I'm capturing you to push everything through, your commentary is a few seconds ahead of your own game.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, just so you are aware, I'll get that out of the way now rather than, my delay is just the same half a second delay that my Elgato is because I'm capturing myself natively. But since I'm capturing you through another means, there's a little bit of delay with your game, but obviously you're talking to me in real time. So just so you are aware for context.
Very good. All right, so now we can actually perform the clip itself. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold to the right, and then immediately after that, I'm going to hold down X. I'm going to step onto the town, but instead of going in the town, my menu is going to open, and it's going to look like this. Okay? So all we want to do here is save.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to save into slot 1. As soon as you press yes, and you see that done pop up, then you can reset. Now, once we reset, we're going to mash A as fast as possible, because if you linger too long on the title screen, it can actually affect how you get through the 64 door glitch.
Really?
So as soon as we reset, yeah, we're just going to mash A, and we're loaded up. Now we're standing on the town. Now I'm going to walk to the right, and I'm still not entering the town. I'm going to walk one more step to the right, and then to the left. You see now I'm on the... so here's the town now. In front of me, I entered it from the right side. Normally, you should only be able to enter this from the left side, and you can get into the right side of the town much later in the game once you get the airship. Now, because you're doing this later in the game, you're going to have items that are available that are going to be on par with the strength of what you should have at that point in the game. But because we're doing this in the very beginning, we're going to pick up a few things that are going to make us way more powerful than we should be right now. So if you want to go ahead and do that misclip, and then we'll get to the menu that we need to do here.
Sure thing. Right in the X. Oh, I can save in the first. I'll save it in the second slot if that's... Or no, because
it doesn't matter where you save it.
Okay, well, I know that I just have to make sure
because
that I load it really quick.
When you soft reset, when you get to the save screen menu, it's automatically going to have your icon on the last slot that you saved it.
Oh, cool. So it remembers.
So you can just mash A.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Resetting and mashing A.
Hard reset is different. A hard reset will take you to new game, but a soft reset will take you to the last file you used to save.
Gotcha. Okay, so now
Okay.
I have soft reset, and now I
Okay.
too am standing on the town. So I'm gonna go right
Okay,
2 squares
so
and then left 1.
2 steps right, 1 step left, and you should be in.
Excellent.
Perfect. Now, interesting tidbit of information there. When you take 2 steps right, before you take that step to the left, if you get a random encounter, you need to reset, because at that point, the dupe completion that you did before we reset has been broken. This is why we don't completely finish the dupe until we're right next to Mist. Because if you do it, like, let's say right after you get out of Mist Cave, and then you get an encounter along the way, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we do it there. Okay, so here we're going to come down into the weapon shop here. And this menu is going to look like this. We're going to go up here. We're going to sell. We're going to go 1 slot. So the second empty slot on the left. That's going to give us 3,276,800 GP. We're going to say yes. We're also just going to come over here and sell the Shadow Shield just to get it out of the way. Then we'll press B, move over to buy, move right to get to 10, and we buy 10 Dancing Daggers. And then we get out. And then you just mash B to get out from there.
Okay. So I'm selling 1 empty thing.
Selling one empty thing.
Selling the shadow shield.
Getting a bunch of cash. Sell the shadow shield too while you're here. It only takes a second, but having that out of your way, because we're going to want to do a lot of specific inventory management to make things a lot quicker and easier when it comes to menuing. So after we get out of there, we come straight up to this house in the upper left corner of the town. We're going to go up through the fireplace and then all the way over here to the right. Pick up this first treasure chest on top. That's the tiara. Keep walking right out of this room. Go 2 tiles over. It stops you down here, stops you over here, and then you go all the way down, and we pick up this change rod. And then you come back the way you came. All right, now that we've done that, now you try to exit the town on the western side, but instead what you're going to do is you're going to hit this trigger tile, which is what forces you to do when you enter this town the way that it's intended. So we need to trigger this cutscene in order to progress, because without it we won't have Rydia and we can soft lock the game.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna start this progression as well, but I will stay a couple menus before the fight, because I know there's a little bit of menuing that goes on there.
There is, and I'll wait until we get there, and I'll have you watch what I'm doing. Just a kid, you dare to. Okay. All right, you ready to watch what I'm doing here?
Yes. I am ready.
Okay. So, during this cutscene here, we're going to go into the item menu, and you can just kind of arrange things the way you want them to. But during the second one here, we're going to take this iron glove, and you're going to bring it way down. Because we don't need that until way later, we don't want that at the top of our inventory, clogging up precious space that we're going to be using for plenty of other things along the way. So I just push that iron glove not all the way down, maybe about like halfway, 2/3 of the way down, and then we'll pick it all the way up later on in the game when we actually need it.
Okay.
Okay? So this isn't terribly important as far as the timing and all the stuff you're doing there, but it's a little optimization that makes menuing later on easier and faster.
Right, yeah, because it's like the concept here from watching runs is that if you don't periodically do inventory management when the game gives you small windows of time, you will spend an excess of time doing all your inventory management later when it has to be done. So,
exactly.
Like, just taking advantage of little windows, like when she starts to talk, is a short window where there's an animation that's going to happen regardless, so just go in and do a little bit of menuing, because you can't make that go faster, but if you stay in the menu too long, you can make it go slower.
Right.
So,
okay.
Right?
So I'm gonna keep going here.
That right?
I'm actually gonna do step routing. So for those that aren't aware of this, so encounters in this game actually are not random. There are predetermined seeds, and hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's a predetermined seed that actually gets determined on the frame where you press A on the title menu. And there's 256 of them. They're numbered 0 through 255. And we can tell what seed we are on based on the exact tiles where we get encounters between that cutscene at the end of Mist and the save room that we're going to get to in the next cave. So because I know I got a step there on seed 20, just as I entered the desert, I've already narrowed it down to one of 7 seeds that I can be on. All right, so because we can't run from this battle, if you try to run by squeezing L and R, you get that can't run message. And you can input commands in the meantime. But what's important about that can't run thing is that it's what we call a run buffer. It means that the hidden active time bars for everyone freezes during that time. And we take advantage of this to essentially input commands without wasting time and allowing our opponents to get closer to taking their turns.
So is there a web page that I should be going to if I want to see? Because I haven't taken a step since I left.
Yeah.
Mist.
Okay.
If I want to try to see,
I'm actually going to put this. I'm actually going to put this in the RGL chat.
Yeah, go for it.
So that others that are like, "What the hell is he talking about?" If they want to follow along as well, so you can use that.
Okay, cool. So yeah.
Now, like I said, I'm only doing a paladin percent step route because I'm just going to completely blow it up when I get to the summit of Mount Ordeals because I'm going to walk back and go to the save point after I defeat Mylon.
Right.
So that we can do. So that in case Trash Can goes poorly on Mylon Z, that's another fun glitch too. Then we can do that. All right. So as soon as we get Let's Go, we just got a quick menu here. We're going to equip Rydia's head with that tiara that we picked up in her town, and then we're going to move Rydia 1 slot down as well with the form command, and then we're good to go. Okay, so that looked like you got an encounter on.
It's like step 9.
That was on step 9.
Yeah.
So you would click the 9 box in that image that you see there, and it should narrow down the. It should narrow down the possible seeds that you're on.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a range of 6 different seeds.
Yeah. So then you keep walk. How many seeds are there?
6.
Okay. Yeah. See, I've got 7. So you want that range to get as narrow as possible as soon as possible. So.
Gotcha. And that looks like step 21, which was it was kind of.
Actually, that might be. I always hate getting steps here on that. You know what? Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is 21.
Yeah, it does look like 21. All right, so that narrowed it down 1 more. And it looks like I'm
good.
I'm not going to get another encounter until after this Kaipo encounter.
All right, so this is what I was talking about before as far as mashing B goes. So we go up here to Rosa, and he says Rosa, and she says, nothing. Cecil, don't leave me, Cecil. Okay. Now, if I press A again, ellipsis, Cecil, don't leave me, Cecil. So if you just sit there and mindlessly mash A, she'll just keep saying that over and over and over again. But now I'm mashing B while I'm facing her and nothing's happening. So it's nice to be able to just mash that, and then as soon as you see don't leave me, Cecil, then you can start walking, and you know you're not going to get another text box.
Gotcha.
Now, what's important here? An anonymous cheer with 15 bits, if I'm counting that right.
Thank you
very much for that. Appreciate the support.
Yeah. Really appreciate it.
Now, the way that we leave town here is interesting, too, because you see here, I'm standing outside the door. If I take 1 more step down, I will leave the town. If I leave in this manner just by walking straight down, my Cecil will appear below the town. However, if I take 1 step to the right and then go down, I appear to the right of the town. Now, this is important because this saves us 2 extra steps that we would have to take otherwise to get here. And when it comes to looking at this chart here for our steps, it is going to assume that you have done this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's an encounter on step 39. That takes me from... now I'm down to just 2 seeds.
Cool. And also, I apologize if I didn't hear you mention it. But I did once I finished with the in sequence, I did equip the tiara on Rydia and shift Rydia down to spot 2.
Perfect. That is very important. So, why this is so crucial is that the tiara is it is a piece of headgear that's very powerful. Can only be worn by female characters in the game. But Rydia right now is level 1, and she's extremely squishy. Without that tiara, she would just go down like a sack of dirt to anything that hits her. So having that on her is extremely important for ensuring her survivability, at least as much as possible. Okay, so I got one right there. That's 148, it looks like. Hey, good. I've already determined my seed.
Excellent.
I will be on seed 95. Let me just continue to verify this. It's always good to audit your work. That is step 181. Yep, we still look good. That, I believe, was 205. Yep. Still look good. In the door we go. Okay. Oh, wow. There's barely any steps in this at all. I take the optional step in Damsian, all the optionals for Bull, and 2 extras. This is super simple.
Cool. So I'm down to 3 possible seeds here.
Okay.
And I'm being extra careful because this is not something that I'm terribly well versed in. So I'm
Right. This step routing is something that definitely takes getting used to.
Oh, hey, cool. Okay, so I am on seed 182, and out of the 6 that I had to choose from, it's the only one that was colored green on the list.
Nice.
Which, according to the color coding system that Exodus has, is a good thing. I believe green seeds are better.
Than brown ones, yes.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see. So now that I know what seed I'm on, do I click on the seed number?
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, no, I know what seed I'm on. Or I know what to do with mine. What seed number were you on again?
182. So the instructions tell me to take 4 extra steps in Fabul.
Dang it. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Paladin ones.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at No Credits Warp. Yeah.
182, yes. Okay. So you don't have any steps to take until Fabul. And then after that, your next ones are, oh my god, your next ones are the Troya Castle. Oh, but you got to take 78 extra steps in the Magnus Cave. Okay, whatever. This yours is actually going to be pretty simple, which is nice.
That certainly helps.
Yes. So yeah, go ahead and make your way to Octoman. That's what I am doing.
Okay. Yeah, so this is where you recommended before. So on these individual seeds, it shows me where I can take extra steps if I click on the tutorial.
Yeah, if you click on the tutorial tab.
Yeah. And now the most important thing for me to do is not accidentally go the wrong way.
Correct.
Now it's real important.
Knowing where you're going is a very powerful thing.
Yeah. Very gently take all the steps I'm supposed to take. And not one step.
And only those. Just the minimum.
Even in my recent Paladin attempts, I would inevitably go the wrong way in one room or other.
Right.
So, yeah. We're just cruising. Everything's fine. You're up to
And I'll wait
Octoman.
here for you when you get here.
I am on my way. go get my sword.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I'm a lot more nervous about taking steps now that step route is a thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you blow step route, you blow step route.
Right,
It's not a
yeah.
huge deal, especially when you're learning.
Surprise attack, no!
Oh yeah. Step route unfortunately can't route those out. Now, what the step routing can do, however, is it can route in. You can essentially it'll like replace one encounter with another, especially if it's one that you take earlier on. That is going to be less threatening than one you would get later if it's a back attack. Like, so take a few steps to take a 2-pack encounter as opposed to not, and then taking a 6-pack encounter after that.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I hear a doggo.
Yeah, that's my... Hold on just a second. Okay, looks like you're almost there. So, Octomam is really going to be no... Well, I tell you what. There's going to be some particular things we do with menuing that I'll just want to show you. And, you know, feel free to replicate this as much as you'd like. I don't know if you want to lay down a... You can lay down a save state right here before him, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to drop one right here.
Okay. Perfect. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to launch into it. So Octomam's going to hit me twice, and then on the third one, I'll get Cecil's menu. And we're going to immediately come in here, grab that Darkness Sword up top, put it in his hand, and attack. Tella's going to cast Lit. Okay, now, Rydia, we're going to put the Dancing Dagger and throw it. Now, you can take that time during, especially when you know that a tentacle is going to disappear, to shift things around in your menu, and especially if it's coming from as a result of one of Rydia's dancing daggers, because that animation takes a while as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this empty space below my change rod and then bring up the trash can. So now the trash can is in my 4th slot on the right. We want to have that near the top, and this is the best place to grab it, honestly. Okay, there we go. 3 tentacles now. Now, there's some strats that you can do here with Tella. Whoops. Where you can... Oh, and this is another great time to move things around. When he's saying he's slowing down. Okay. Because you just get all that time during those text box. Oh, man.
That's a spicy hit right there.
Yeah, that is. So, fortunately, we're very close to being done. Okay, good. Didn't hit Rydia. Just going to go ahead and cure here because that didn't kill. Just to make sure Rydia doesn't get sniped here or something like that.
Yeah.
But there is a strat where you intentionally cast Stop on Tella, because the amount of time that it takes him to cast his spells versus the amount of time, the amount of damage that it does, gets to a point of diminishing returns. So here's how that Octomam fight works. The more tentacles she has, the faster she is. She loses her first tentacle after you hit her with anything 3 times. Then after that, it's every 2 times that you hit her, she loses a tentacle. Once she goes from 3 to 2 tentacles, that's when you're going to get the text boxes from Tella saying, "Good job, she's slowing down." So if you can kind of anticipate that, that gives you plenty of time to move things around in the menu. And again, what I did in the menu was the Shadow Sword that I took off of Cecil, I moved to near the bottom. The rod that I took off of Rydia when I put the dancing dagger on instead, I put that at the bottom. And then I took the trash can and I brought it up to the 4th row of my inventory.
Gotcha.
So, as much of that as you can of those 3, easily the most important of them is bringing up the trash can.
Gotcha.
So if you can manage only that, then you're good. But yeah, but go ahead, give it a shot. Go for it.
Yeah. Octomam. Don't throw the darkness sword. We're gonna drop a heal right away.
Yeah, that's fine. And you know, it's good because to keep Rydia up, because obviously you want her to continue damage, but also the life spell that telecasts has an opportunity to it can miss. It could just straight up fail.
Yeah. I remember from watching back the tutorial we did 2 years ago. That is called getting tele-lifed, I believe. I don't know.
Tele-lifed, yes. Yeah. But here's the funny thing, is that life is not the only spell of his that can miss. So we'll get to some of those later on. Perfect. There you go. Nice. Yeah, basically, if when you're moving things down, if you move them below where you have that iron glove, then you're good.
Okay. So one more hit. So here, I wasn't sure if.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I wasn't sure when I was allowed to go in, like if that was gonna stop text boxes or. Oops.
No, it's as soon as the animation for the hit that Octomam is about to take has started, you're free to go into your menu, because the hit, the disappearing of the tentacle, and the text boxes are all going to automatically go, even while you're in that item menu.
Spicy. Hopefully he dies on this one. Oops. I thought I had Cecil going next. I'm just playing with fire here, not healing her again. Hey, okay.
Got it?
Everything's fine. 7 HP, more than enough.
All right, now. There's one menu that we have to do here before we get in the castle. So we come up here, there's this cutscene where bombs away. Now, before we get in the castle, we need to change our formation here. We're going to swap Tella and Rydia's positions, and then we're going to take Cecil, we're going to move him 1 slot down, and then we're going to come here to our change command. Now, what change does is that you're either going to have the top, middle, and bottom people in your back row, and the other 2 in your front row, or vice versa, where the top, middle, and bottom are in the front row, and then the 2 others are in the back row. So what this does is this puts, what this really accomplishes is putting Cecil in the front row and Rydia in the back. That's what we really want.
Gotcha.
So now that we do that, we can then enter the castle. Looks good, just the way you have it. All right. I think I needed to take the extra step here, so I'm going to do that. And this is just a cutscene. We're just mashing on through.
It's not a cutscene. It's the cutscene.
It is the cutscene. The spooniest cutscene.
Question, because I remember that you can take an extra step in here?
Yeah. Oh, you are not supposed to take an extra steps. You want to move left around that dead guard.
Right, if I go right around him, that is one more step? Is that...
Correct.
Okay.
You do not want that.
So I want to go left.
Yep.
Alright. Cool. Yeah. It's just like...
Oh, you ended up taking an extra step by walking on the one above the...
Was I supposed to walk straight down?
So you see those tiles that have kind of like the black cracks on them?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that will not increment your counter, whereas all the other ones will. So yeah, in that case, you would want to walk straight down and then enter the staircase from the side, as opposed to above.
Okay. Well, sadly, I didn't snap a save state after Octomam, so if I want to do that step over again, I would have to fight Octomam again.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
Yeah, that's fine. So at this point, is my step route dead?
Not
Or
necessarily.
Do I just like not take one of the extra steps in Fabul, but my encounters might be effed until then?
Yeah, let me take a look at the details of yours. Where are we here? We are in it's gonna be a bit wonky, but we can fix it.
Okay.
Alright, just mashing through a cutscene here.
Ooh, okay, there we go. It's like my VLC of you got a little bit choppy for a sec there, but it just came back.
Okay, cool. There's nothing really important going on here.
Right, yeah.
Alright, so now that we're done with this cutscene, we go back to the world map, and we're automatically in Edward's land speeder. So we're going to move up here, over these shoals, come down onto the coast here, and then just park it right in front of this cave. And then enter.
Is it Dr. Scholes?
I think the spelling might be a little different.
Oh, okay.
Now, on our way down into the Antlion
Oh,
Cave...
I get it, because
there's
Doc is D-O-C-K. Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So on the way down in the Antlion Cave, we're gonna walk right by this treasure chest. We're gonna want to pick it up because it's a wayward life potion. This is going to potentially be very helpful to us. So I highly recommend getting it. It only takes a fraction of a second to do.
Alrighty, Rooney.
Attack from behind, not good. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is why we have that life potion, because my Rydia just ripped. Now, this is not, I mean, this is an early place to have to use it, but I'm really glad I have it.
Yeah, for sure. Without that life potion,
Yeah,
that
this
essentially rip your
this
run?
antlion fight would be a lot longer. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pop that. Okay. And then the antlion fight is going to be just like it is in Paladin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through this because I know you know how to do this.
Yeah, the only things that I noted from watching other runs is there's a little bit of menuing that you can do. Like, you can move the life potion out of the way so that the sand ruby goes up to the top, and you can move the dreamer harp down.
Right.
And those are things that I wouldn't bother with in Paladin. And yeah, and Rydia, because she has the tiara, she's fine as long as she has like 3 or 4 hit points.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as she has like at least 4 hit points, she's really at no risk of dying. Which is why, I mean, I used the life potion on her. She only comes back with 15. That's way more than enough, though.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Cool. Okay. Let me do that same thing. So yeah. So again, for the folks that are watching, this is still the early stages where there are segments of this that I do kind of already know.
Right.
We have a paladin tutorial that I could probably throw a link out there in the chat after I do this fight. To that old tutorial in case anybody wanted to learn how to be a paladin without the extra nuance.
Right, and some of that nuance is critical.
Yeah. Alright, so I ended up moving the life potion, but I didn't get the heart move down. That's okay. That's still so funny that I accidentally took an extra step in Damsian. I don't think I'll ever do that again. I think.
Yeah. All right. So as soon as you get out of the cave, you could just immediately mash A, because you'll instantly jump into your land speeder, and then you come west of Damsian here. You go over these, go over the shallows here, and then you come straight down once you get there. Park your land speeder to the right, to the left of Kaipo.
Alrighty. Do those
we're
count
gonna
as
go
steps
in.
or no?
One more time?
Do the speeder movement count as steps or no?
No.
Okay.
Nothing in vehicles counts as steps. So land speeders, chocobos, airships. Now, if you had that empty slot in your inventory at the upper left-hand corner, the sand ruby's automatically going to be there, and you can actually just mash A as soon as you start talking to Rosa, because you'll just immediately use it.
Cool. Yeah, and I did move the life potion out of the way, so it should be in my first slot.
Yeah. Now, you don't need to worry about reviving Riddy here. I see she died on your side.
Yes, yeah, I took two back attacks in a row.
Yeah. But you're going to get a stay at the inn here, essentially. You'll get a night of rest. But the night of rest is eventful, and again, I know you know how to do this. Again, this is no different from Paladin %. But we do get a bit of a cutscene here, some character building for Edward. That does involve a fight that is not just scripted. It does need our commands, and our commands are to hold A. So hitting Water Hag with Edward 3 times, regardless of how much damage you do, is all that needs to be done to destroy it.
And this used to be much harder prior to the mist clip, correct?
Yeah, because you had the Dreamer Harp, which had an opportunity to miss. And here's the thing. If you die in that cutscene battle, it's game over. And with because we have the dancing dagger equipped, Edward's accuracy is virtually 100%. So he's not going to miss there. And what helps seal the deal is the fact that he's in the center slot, which can affect your accuracy and things like that as well. All right, now, leaving Kaipo again, just like you saw me take a step to the right and then leave to get out of the town on the right side, I'm going to take one step left and then down, and it's going to bring me out on the left side directly on top of my land speeder. So I can just match A to get in that as well. Now, Yels, I want you to pay attention to how I get over to Hobbs here, because there's a nice, easy way across the shoal. So we go across here, we go up top, and then we can come down right there and then just speed up and over. Now, parking the land speeder in this exact spot to the tile just to the left of the entrance to Mount Hobbs is extremely important, because one of the many things that the game looks at while you're going through the 64 door glitch is the positioning of your vehicles. So by the time we get in there, we're going to have a land speeder, an airship, and a black chocobo on the world map in various places. So you cannot park it below it. You can't park it one tile to the left of where I'm at. You have to park it exactly right here.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will get stuck in the glitch, and because there's no way to come back out and fix it, you're done. You're essentially done. It's rip run.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah. So parking it in that exact spot is extremely important.
So that's really funny, because I had mentioned that I have like a save state set at Fabul, and I thought I had taken care of everything that I would need.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I had mirrored everything, but I guarantee you I parked the speeder in front and not to the side. So
Yep. That is, yeah, that would cause you to get stuck, for sure.
So now I've got another cutscene here where Rydia's mom died in a fire, so she's terrified of fire. But despite being terrified of fire, she fell asleep right next to a campfire with Cecil and Tella. But then she's afraid of fire again. And then she casts fire. And learns fire from casting fire?
From being bullied into casting fire,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, so like this game is known for its wholesome storytelling, so
All right, so I'm just going to go through the Yang cutscene here. So this is where we first get Karate Man Yang. We're not inputting any commands here. He will start with a kick, and then he will punch, and he will alternate between the two until they are dead. Now, with any luck, this second kick here will clean up all of them. And it does. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll wait for you to get to this point where we have this one here.
Yeah, there's one text box between Yang finishing this fight and the Mom Bomb fight. So I'll get to that point, and then I'll stop and make a save state.
Yeah, because Mom Bomb can be one of the trickier fights in this game.
Wow. Okay. That was a good 3-rounder.
Yeah. Okay, now a couple things just before I get started with Mom Bomb. Your first turn is always going to be with Edward. As soon as his turn comes up, you're going to want to hit a run buffer so that you can get the dancing dagger in quickly. If we do everything quickly enough, the first phase of Mom Bomb will hit us only once. If Mom Bomb hits either Rydia or Edward, you need to cure them with Rosa, otherwise Rosa can parry. There's no point. It's a waste of time for her to attack because she's too weak. So let's see if I can get that. Let's see if I can get that to go. Now, the second thing is when you get into the third phase of Mom Bomb, where it's the 3 orange bombs and the 3 gray bombs. The orange bombs have 50 HP. The gray bombs have 100. The gray bombs should be the ones catching the dancing daggers because it will one-shot them. But between Yang's kick and then Cecil's attacks or Rosa's aim, you can take out one of the orange ones. What you want to do is when Yang kicks, pay attention to the 2 orange ones in the back. If one of them takes at least like, I'll say like 28, 29 damage, that's the one that you want to aim at with Rosa, because there she should be able to finish it off, because she does roughly like low 20s in damage with it.
Okay.
So you want to that'll help you just take things out a little faster. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Alrighty. Hey, Natara.
Hey.
Yay,
Okay.
Mom Bomb.
Okay, so my Rydia took a hit here. So I am going to on Rosa's second turn, we are going to we're going to cast Cure on her. And we're not going to see another hit from Mom Bomb. That's fine. Now we're going to do so after exploding disappears. We've got kick queued up 1, 2, and there we go. So now we're going to go into our item after we see the damage numbers disappear. Okay, so let's see where the kick goes. Ooh, 35 to the bottom one. That's absolutely who we're aiming at with Rosa. Now, the reason why I threw the dancing dagger at that orange bomb was because that was the one that had yet to attack. Because Yang and Cecil can go ahead and take out that last one. So if you do it efficiently and quickly just like that, you will only get one attack. You only get attacked once by the bombs in this phase. From that gray bomb in the back, and that's it.
Pretty cool.
Want to give it a shot?
Sure. Thing that I almost always forget is the run buffer at the start of this fight. I should have. Okay, we're good. I wasn't sure if I should have waited on Rose's menu.
Yeah. A miss. That is nice. Oh, it sounds like you.
I don't know if I should.
Apparently, you are barely audible. That hit on Yang is fine. No, don't worry about that.
Oh,
don't waste your time with her. Yeah.
Yeah, it just.
I mean, you already did, but that's fine.
Yeah.
only if Rydia or Edward gets hit, do you need to cure?
Okay. All right, so now I'm watching my damage rolls here. Watching for the kick damage. 32 up top in the back left.
Good. Yeah, have him just fight the one up front. That's right.
And then do I Dancing Dagger the bottom left one? Or just go for the gray one?
Yeah, bottom left one. Do it.
Okay. Ooh.
Because
that's not good. That's not good because Edward needs the.
Oh, that is
right?
not good. You're right. Okay, so don't kill it yet. You're gonna use your life potion to pick him up, and then kill it. So here you go. Oh, perfect. You get Rydia's turn next. Dancing dagger.
Okay, so everything worked out okay.
Oh, you moved your.
I moved it too far.
That's fine.
Okay,
that's fine.
But Edward survived and got the experience. Hopefully, I'm a bit louder now, Natara. Let me know. I'm trying to speak a little bit more straight into the mic. I have a tendency to look away because when I'm watching Vani and take my mouth away. So, if I'm still barely audible, I can go in and turn myself up a little bit. Okay, noted.
Having Edward there alive at the end of that battle is super crucial because he gets a critical level that will help him during the Fabul Gauntlet here. Also, if everybody survives that fight, then you will be able to completely predict what your turn order is going to be in all of the fights of the Fabul Gauntlet.
Okay, cool. All right, so I've adjusted my levels a little bit. I made myself a little bit louder. Vonnie, I apologize. I made you a tiny bit quieter, not because you're too loud, but
No, that's fine. That's fine.
but hopefully, the balance comes back a little bit.
All right. I'm going to lay down a safe state there, just in case I get hosed by Fabul, which is want. It is something that can definitely happen. Okay, now when we get in here to the throne room to the King of Fabul, this one is really important that you mashed A, because if you mash B and you answer no to his question, which is coming up here, what exactly does he ask? He just asks, "Will you defend us?" I guess. Will you help us defend the crystal? If you mash B and say no, he's like, well, what the hell? Get out. And then you walk out of the room. Then you have to walk back in and go through this entire cutscene again up to this point. It's a waste of time that's about 20 seconds or so.
That is a pretty considerable waste of time. I've gotten 2 back attacks.
Even if people die here, don't trip, because you're going to get fully cured before the gauntlet starts.
Cool.
You know what? Before you go into the castle and before you start the gauntlet, I want you to go into your item menu.
Oh, sure.
Just do a regular menu.
That's a stupid iron gauntlet.
Yeah, move that down, because that's going to interfere with doing the Fire Claw dupe that we need to do during the battles here.
Gotcha. So if I just drag it down here with all my other stuff.
I would put it above the Dreamer, because you're going to want to grab it.
Okay, well, I will want it later. So, so move the iron down earlier.
Yeah.
Like, I moved it down during the Rydia encounter, but now I'm trying to move everything else down below it. Got it.
Yes, yeah. If you can get the things that you don't care about anymore, if you can move them below where that iron gauntlet is at, then you are good to go. Okay, I tell you what. Let's just zip through the first 3 battles, and then I'll wait before the 4th one so that we can go over the Fire Claw dupe. And you might want to do a save state there so you can make sure that you get this right. Okay?
Gotcha.
Okay. So, for those that are uninitiated, we're going to come in here, run buffer, hold up, and then immediately after that, hold A, and it's going to automatically target and take out that. Oh, baby, did I kill it? Oh, I didn't. All right. Don't hit Edward. Don't hit Edward. Miss Edward. That works. I don't have any moving around to do. All right. We'll do swag cheers. Yo, Seth. There will be a bot, and I'm sure we will highlight this. So, no, Natar, no. So during this first Weeper Imp Water Hag battle, I know I'm going to get Cecil's turn after Edward, and you want to target the Water Hag with Cecil because it's weak to the element of his sword, the darkness element of his sword. So you're much more likely to one-shot it with Cecil than you are with Yang. Whereas if you just hold A after Edward's turn, he will target the Imp Captain.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. So you can't just hold. You have to direct traffic a little bit.
Now, here's the thing. Because of the ways levels get distributed throughout the course of this gauntlet, that is not going to be the case for the next time we encounter that pack. Oh my god, you guys, kill him. Thank you. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm just goofing around. Spoony Bar, what's up, Big Mike? Okay. So.
All right, so you're gonna hang tight.
So I'm gonna wait here because I'm pretty sure I think there might be one other text box to clear after this, and then the battle starts.
Okay.
So once you get into the throne room here, yeah.
All right, yeah. Let me get through the first 3 here. Good. Didn't hit Yang. Oh, nice damage roll. Okay.
Oh, 15. 68. There you go. I'm pretty sure 68 would have one-shot it. I think they have like low 60s in HP. I want to, if memory serves. Okay, you're done with the first one.
Yeah, I was watching your first 3 before I did anything, so.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Throw it at the Weeper. Cecil attacks the Water Hag, and Yang attacks the Imp Captain.
Yeah, so you can hold A for Yang's turn.
Yeah. Almost. I don't know if you actually can. I think you have to get a lucky damage roll, don't you, in order to kill the second fighter and just get the charge? Or is it possible?
You have to get lucky ATB, actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There's only so much of it you can manipulate with the run buffer.
If your run buffer is clean, you'll always get Edward's turn before the charge. But whether you get one of your guys to attack first, neither or both is up to ATB. Okay, so here we go. I see you're at where I'm at.
Yes.
So here's how this is going to work. Yeah. Now, this has to be done pretty quickly because we're doing it during the dancing dagger animation and also the death animation of the enemy. As soon as that enemy dies, we start to get our experience, and it's going to kick us out of the item menu. So what I'm going to do is, and just like you have in your menu, you have all of your inventory slots on your left. The left column are empty. You're going to go into your item menu. You're going to select the second empty slot in that column. Then you're going to go up. You're going to select the fire claw that's in Yang's in his right hand. Then you're going to press A again to select his empty left hand. And then you're going to go back down and you're going to select that second empty slot again. Okay? Now, once that's done, you're then going to take the fire claw, which you're going to see in the first slot on the left-hand side, and you're going to take it and you're going to put it in his left hand. And I'll show you. So do you have a save state here?
I do. I just made one.
Okay. So watch my side so you can see what this looks like.
Okay.
First, we do a dancing dagger. That's what it looks like. Oh, shoot. That's right. It launches right into the next battle.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. You get through that next battle.
Yeah, because I want to watch what you're doing. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. So, run buffer, dagger, second slot. Complete the dupe inputs on the right hand, and then grab the fire claw that shows up in slot 1 and put it in the left hand. Okay, I can do this.
You got this, Yels.
Oh, okay. I missed my input. I did the first half of the dupe, but then I selected the empty slot where the dupe happens after I got the confirmation. Like, you know how when you complete the first half of the dupe, you press A and it looks like nothing happened, but something did happen. I pressed A again.
You want to try it again?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, do it again.
All right. Yay, save states.
Perfect.
Nice. All right, cool. All right, cool. That makes sense. All right, let me get through this here too.
Good.
Did you say that... I'm pausing here for no reason. Did you say that this part, when I get to this second fight with these three, it didn't matter which one Cecil attacked and which one Yang attacked? Or is Cecil... Or is it like...
No, see, at this point, Yang is going to go first after Edward. So you can just hold A.
Oh, okay.
You can just hold A through here because assuming Yang one-shots the imp, which he almost always does, especially if you put that fire claw back on his left hand, then Cecil will automatically target the water hag, which is what you want him to do anyway.
Gotcha. I'll tell you what, well, now that you've told me that, I'm going to use this as an excuse to go back to fight number 4 and do the dupe one more time.
Okay, I'll watch.
Because then I can reload Battle 5 and get it into my head that I can just hold A.
Yeah. Perfect. That looked good.
Nice. I'm not sure if run buffering does anything in this fight. Or if I'm just supposed to...
Oh, it does.
Okay.
It does, yeah. I mean, if your run buffer is clean and your timing is tight otherwise, yeah, you can definitely get in attacks before the enemies do.
Okay. Yeah, I think my menuing is a little bit slow when I'm going to select the dagger and select the weeper.
The weeper pack, I would say, is easily the least critical of these battles to get clean run buffers with Edward.
Gotcha.
Whereas the ones here with the general and the fighter are definitely the most crucial.
Yeah, that's true, because they hit like trucks. So.
Well, and they can also hit you twice.
That's true, yeah.
Because there's two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So you're good. Alright, so again, so now we have this cutscene battle here with Cecil. We want him to die as quickly as possible. So when Cecil's turn comes up, we are going to go fight, right, fight. So you target yourself. And Cecil, you did not do your job. Neither did you, Kane. Because now we get what we call extra text, where he says, "What's wrong?" And then we drop down, and then it says "perished."
Right, because you want him to say,
Yeah,
"Got
so that
you."
wastes about
Right.
10 seconds.
Let's see if I can get it. If I can get the right thing here, the lucky damage roll. Oh, baby. Just don't miss. Alright, cool. Got you.
There you're good.
Yeah, Kane was a bro.
Certainly was. Now, if you want to see a real bro Kane, his jump will put you into just the jump itself will put you into critical. Like, he'll hit you so hard that you don't even attack yourself. Now, what is actually the fastest possible is that if he hits you hard enough to put you just outside of critical, and then the attack that you do to yourself just straight up kills you, then you don't even see a second jump from Kane and you go straight through. That's the fastest way to do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or that's the fastest way it can be done.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I'm gonna give you a little mini tutorial about taking optional steps in Fabul. So I'm actually gonna wait here in the very beginning of the throne room.
Okay.
Because you need to take. So your step route calls for you to take 4 optionals, but really you only want to take 3 because you took that extra one in Damsian.
Yeah.
So I'll have you watch how I walk through here.
Okay.
Let me know when you're at where I'm at.
Will do. Yeah, we're just ready as pep talking.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I'm going to stop right here. If I were to continue to take additional steps down, those would increment my counter. However, if I move immediately to the right, as soon as you can't walk on this banner here. Walk immediately to the right on the carpet here. These are not incrementing my step counter. So you see there's 2 to the left of the rug and 4 below the rug for a total of 6 extra steps that you can take in here. But we're going to avoid all of those, okay?
Okay.
Now, we walk straight down here.
Right, so the step route, if I may chime in real quick, so the step route, the baseline for the step route is you're taking as few steps as possible, and then it lets you add stuff in? Is that essentially how it's determined? Like,
yes.
Like the way Exodent is calculated all this,
so
he expects
essentially-
me to walk across the carpet, not across the floor.
Right. Now, here's another one, and I'll so go ahead and do that, and then I want you to get to right here. Actually, no, right here.
All right, let me... Yeah, I'll get to the pillar there.
Yeah. So what I could do okay, these little steps that are right above me, these are not going to increment my counter. Now what I can do is from here I can walk up left, I can walk up 1 and then left 1 and then straight up. But instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk left 1 and then up 1 so that I'm only touching 1 of the stair tiles instead of 2, and thus have taken an extra step by hitting the tile that was below me. Okay?
Okay.
So there we go. All right, now, here's another place to take extra steps. The 2 tiles directly above me, so in between myself and the item vendor here, those 2 tiles will not increment your counter. So instead of walking up and to the left, instead I'm going to walk to the left and then up. So take these 2 extra steps here, and then up and over, and then as soon as you walk in front of the innkeeper, it launches into the cutscene.
Okay.
So by doing that, I have taken 3 extra steps. Oh, but whatever. Forget my step route. It's all right. More important. Yours is more important.
Well, so
I don't think I was supposed to take extra steps in Fabul.
Oh, I got you.
Okay. Now we're okay. So go ahead and do that. Do what I did as far as those extra steps go.
So just to be clear, just to make sure that I'm following okay, because I'm looking at the guide. I'm looking at the step route screenshots for extra steps in Fabul. The way you described the staircase was that you did not take an extra step because you spent 2 steps on the staircase.
No, I was only on the staircase for 1 tile.
Oh, so so I have to take this step here. I'll let my stream catch up. So now from here, if I go up and then left and then up, that's the minimum number of steps. But if I go left and then up, I take 1 extra step.
Correct.
And I want to take I have to take 4 total. And,
oh, well, you only need to take 3.
Right. So yeah, I was supposed to, but I wasted 1.
Yeah. So here's one of them. So go ahead and do that.
So I'm gonna do the extra step here by going left and then up. and then I'll do the other 2 in here by going left, and then up.
Yeah. Go left 2 steps, then up 2 steps, and then left.
Okay. So those are my 3.
Perfect. Yes, those are your 3 extra steps. Now, in the room where I am, where I'm talking to the king, you can take an optional step here as well, but you do not want to do that. And I will show you once you get here what that is. So I tell you what, let's just mash through the cutscene. Now, just like in the throne room, steps on the rug do not count. So, if I were to walk left against the wall and then down and left to the staircase, that would be taking an so if I were to walk to the left of where I'm at right now, that would be taking an extra step. But instead, I'm going to walk down here and walk off the carpet this way here to avoid taking that extra step.
Okay. Right, that makes sense, because if you end up on the floor to the right of the torch, that's a step, and then you press down, and that's one more step than if you go to the bottom of the carpet.
Right. Now, before we leave here, because now that we have the black sword as a result of that cutscene, I like to do my menu here. And we do 3 equips here. The first one is simple. We just go to Rydia, and we just equip the cap that was left when we equipped the tiara. Now, the second one is pretty important.
Oh, right, because this... Okay, yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, so what we want to do is we want to take the fire claw that's on Yang's left hand and take it off. Okay?
Okay.
Now we want to go up here to his right hand and equip that fire claw, take it off again, and then put it on. And now you see when I go to put it on his left hand, I've got fire claw square 5. This is exactly what we want to see. We have 255 fire claws, but what we really want are 254 fire claws. So we're going to equip, because Yang can dual yield naturally. So by putting the 2 fire claws on, now, well, actually, I can go back to his equipment. Now you see we have square 4. We have 254. This is important. And then the last thing that we do here is we go to Cecil and we just equip the black sword that we just got, and that's that. Okay? So go ahead and do that menu, because the way that you do Yang's menu is a little finicky. So I want to see you do it.
Sure. Yeah, here, I'm gonna not take the extra step here. I'm gonna stay on the carpet as long as I can.
Yep.
And go straight to the left, and I'm coming in here.
Perfect.
Cap. Come over to Yang. I'm going to unequip the fire claw. Do I put it right below the black sword?
Yep.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there's like an empty spot somewhere that I'm not allowed to touch.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
So now, so do that. Then go back up to your right hand, equip the fire claw, and just equip the fire claw in your right hand. Go ahead.
Yep.
Okay. Now, take the fire claw off your right hand and put it in that empty slot.
Oh yeah, that is that's exactly like the first two. Okay.
Now go back to your right hand and put the empty slot on your right hand.
Aha. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So now you have a fire claw. When you go down to your left hand, square 5. That's exactly how that's supposed to look. Cool. So go ahead and put one on your left hand. Then you'll have square 4, and that's exactly the way you need to be. And then don't forget to put the black sword on Cecil.
Gotcha. Okay.
Perfect. Let's roll.
Let's roll. Oh yeah, and now like you said, my extra steps aren't until Torian, which as the innocent paladin noob, like, what's Torian?
Oh yeah, clearly I was supposed to be step routing. No respectable step route is going to give you an encounter between Fabul and the boat. So that's okay though. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna be blowing up my step route. Well, I mean, I already did, but I was gonna be doing it anyway. So The fact that I've done it here is really, really not a problem.
And a funny aside while we're waiting for Leviathan, the save states to SNES function that I'm using with my flash cart was really wonky 2 years ago when we first did this. I want to say that the Paladin tutorial was the first time I ever used save states to SNES. I had just gotten the flash cart at that point, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I can do this on my console. Nice." But the connection between the flash card, because the flash card is literally connected to your computer via USB cable, so that you can do save stating. And the connection.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really cool. There's like a mini USB connection on top of the flash card, and you plug it into a USB port on your computer, and the save state function is actually running on the computer. Which is just really neat. But it was really wonky, and it kept losing connectivity, and it wasn't until like 6 months after that I realized that it was the USB hub that I had plugged it into would just like randomly disconnect. So, you know, don't skimp on USB hubs.
Yeah,
it's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Even if they look like a D-pad and they look really cool, they probably suck. Go get one with a power source. I'll tell you what, I apologize. I need to step away for 1 minute.
Okay.
So let me I'm gonna have the Leviathan destroy everything, and then I'm gonna get that really sorrowful music when Cecil's all alone. I'm just gonna let that play for like a minute while I take care of something real quick. I apologize.
You're good.
Okay, be right back.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, I'll actually take this opportunity to go and get something to drink as well. So, but before I do that, so what we're going to be doing here in this next town is we're going to be doing some extremely crucial shopping, which is going to set us up not only for survivability for the rest of the run, but also give us some important things, some important inventory items that we need in order to complete the 64 door glitch properly. So sit tight. I'll be right back, and then we will proceed. Okay, I'm back. Yelsa, you back? Take that as a no. All right, maybe I'll take a few steps to indicate that I am back. Why, yes, Natara. It can. It can be quite useful. Alrighty.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so now it's time to do some shopping.
Shopping. I love shopping.
Shopping. All right. Shopping is super important, and you might actually want to make a save state for this too, because this is definitely something worth practicing as well. All right. So we're gonna get into the town, and we're first gonna go left into the armor shop. Okay. Now we're gonna want to buy. We're gonna move over to 10. And then we're going to press down 1, 2, 3, 4 times to get that quantity to 6. Now, there's 5 things that you want to buy here. And to me, it's easier to remember the things that you don't want to buy than the things that you do. The 2 things you don't want to buy are the Gaia robes and the Paladin helmets. So we're going to get Gaia helmets, silver rings, Paladin shields, Paladin armors, and Paladin gloves. Okay?
Okay.
It is very important that you do this properly, because if you don't, you could end up with a wacky GP total, and that can make things problematic for going through the glitch. Yeah. We are doing 9 item, Natara, yes.
Okay.
All right, so you skip the Gaia shirts?
Yeah, I bought 6 Gaia helms. 6
Hold on, let me. Yeah,
silver
okay, cool. I
rings.
can look.
Yeah.
Gaia, silver, paladin, the shield, armor, and the glove. Yes, perfect. You're good. You're good. Yeah, and as Natara is indicating here in chat, there's more than one way to go through that glitch. There's the 2 main ways are what are called 9 item and 12 item, and each one requires a pretty different set of inventory items to get. All right, so now we're going to walk over here to this item shop here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to sell, and we're going to go to our 10, and we're going to want to press the X button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Every time you press X, it increments this counter up by 10. Whereas pressing no, I'm sorry, yeah. So it increments it up by 10. Now, here's what we're going to want to do. Fireclaw, you're going to want to sell 1 70 stack and then a second 70 stack. So it's going to take you from 254 down to 114. Okay. That's an extremely important number that we want to be at. Okay. Now, while we're here, we're also going to come up and we're going to sell this darkness sword. Okay?
All right.
So go ahead and do that first.
Sure.
I know, Natara.
70. We're selling 70 fire claws twice.
Correct.
And then selling the darkness sword.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, we're just going to press B once, and that's going to bring us back here to this menu. We're going to go buy, and you'll notice here that the quantity is already at 70, which is perfect, because we're going to want 70 of the 4 things we're going to buy, which is Cure 2s, Lives, Heals, and Ether 1s. Now, the nice thing about the way that we've set up the inventory like that, and I'll go into my item menu here, is you'll notice that the Cure 2s are in that top left slot. This is perfect because we are going to need Cure 2s for both of the Mylon fights.
Oh, yeah.
So having it right here is perfect. Good?
Good.
All right. Now, Now we head on up to the northern part of town, and we talk to the village elder. Now, this is something I've told you about as well, Yels. Once once Palom appears, mash like crazy because you want to avoid that note of shame. Oh boy, that was a little slow. Oh, I got the first part of it again. I don't want to reset. When's the last time I saved? Fabul? Shit. Oh well. I shall carry the mark of shame and my City of Babe hug with me out of here. All right, now. So once you just leave town and then don't move because I want you to watch a particular way that we walk out of here, which is important to the step route.
Right, I found that walking, like cutting corners or along coastlines was very tricky for me.
So especially here in the beginning, you're going to want to walk down over 1, 2, 3 steps and then down 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, so that you're kind of in this little cutout here.
Okay.
You see where I am there.
Yeah.
From there, then you can start walking east.
Okay.
But it's very important that you don't go past that, I guess, x-axis until you're on that row that you're on now.
Okay.
Also, shout out to getting an encounters on these corner tiles of the ocean, because then you get that cool little beach background.
So in those like 1, 3, and 4 that you were having me do, I took 2 encounters in the first 4 steps. So okay, so now I'm lined up.
Yep, and then just go east from there, and then cut every corner that you can.
Hey, the beach. Oh, I missed the beach. Okay. I always found walking in the mountains very wonky. Like everything feels like it's a certain amount of tiles wide, but it's not because it's slightly offset. Oh, and I did avoid the note of shame. Like, I mashed like the Dickens, and I did manage to avoid it, I'm pretty sure. Like, the VOD will sell me out if I didn't, but... but I'm pretty sure I got there. No,
All right,
surprise
so
attack.
I'm actually gonna wait until not the until I just when I get to the summit, because there's something that I want to show you there, involving extra steps.
Okay.
There's a little something there as well.
Yeah, I guess I need to know the optimal route. So,
Mm-hmm.
I suppose.
Yeah, you can break step route on the summit by taking an extra step that you don't mean to. Okay, I'll wait here. Once you get to where I'm at, just as soon as you get to the summit, then
Just
I'll
stop,
show you
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Like go through that screen transition and then just wait.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm listening to grown-ups argue. And imagining Von v. Pow.
You mean one of those?
Oh yeah.
It's now been upgraded to Vonnie V Anger.
Oh, nice. I noticed when I was watching the tutorial that Von v. Pow didn't register. Oh my
Right.
goodness. 7 enemy
Oh
surprises.
yeah!
And Porum,
This is gonna take
yeah.
a bit.
Porum's already dead from a different attack.
Sure.
It's quite the ordeal we've got here.
I see what you did there.
I think I made that joke last tutorial too, but that's okay.
Hey, it still hits.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, standing still, summit.
Okay, so you walk one tile down and you get hiss.
Mm-hmm.
That tile does not count as incrementing your step counter. Now, so see where I'm at now?
Yeah.
Both the 2 tiles to the left of where I am will give me this hiss little cutscene. Okay, now if I were to walk straight up, that would be taking an extra step. If my step route does not call for that, which yours does not, you're going to want to take another step to the left here and then walk up the left side of this staircase. Okay?
I think I follow you. So, since it doesn't call for an extra step, it feels like you took an extra step, but
No, I did not. That both of the tiles
because it doesn't
at
count.
the,
Because it doesn't count.
right below the base of that staircase do not increment your step counter. So I
Okay.
stepped on both of them as opposed to just one.
I gotcha. Okay, so I go here,
Okay?
and then I go left, and this one didn't count because it would also have triggered. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then up.
I understand now.
Oh, well, not quite yet.
Yeah. Eventually.
Oh, God, it's such a cute emote.
Yeah, I apologize.
so-
Yeah, you're gonna have to rig puppy cam into VLZ.
This tutorial somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, so menu. Equip Porn with the tiara.
Can I
Equip
equip
Tella
stuff
with
on
the guy
Purim when
helmet.
she's dead?
And the sub. Oh yes. Okay. So heal first.
Yeah.
So heal with everyone actually.
Do I use
Oh, I need to heal
Tella's magic or do I use the life potions?
Use your items.
Okay.
Use your items. You've got plenty.
I wasn't sure if like the 70 was just to spend money or if it was you're gonna need 68 of them, so make sure you don't use
No.
more than 2. Like,
The quantity of those consumable items does not matter. Those will not factor in. The reason why we buy that specific quantity is because it gets us, and specifically the ether ones, because those are by far the most expensive things you bought there, is it gets us into the GP range that we need to be. So that's why we do that. Okay? So yeah, and then last, and this is very important, don't forget to swap Porum and Palum's spots so that Porum is in the middle.
yeah. I think I got it. So I got.
Oh, you've already done that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got the
I see,
tiara.
okay.
I got the tiara on Porum, and then I swap Palom and Porum.
Porum. Okay, cool. Now, here's the deal. Every time you hit Mylon, it will counterattack with a lit 1. If it goes back to back on Palom, that's really bad because we need him not only for twin, but he's going to throw a dancing dagger as well. So I tell you what, go ahead and save state, and I'll talk through this fight as we go. Note, just so you can kind of keep a mental calculator in your head. Mylon has 2,100 hit points. Okay. And you'll see why this is going to be important.
Oh, did I lose you?
Nope. Oh,
I hear you again.
Oh, I'm way behind. Can you refresh me in the VLC?
Sure.
Oh, now we've lost you.
It's
oh,
okay.
no.
It's okay.
No.
Yeah. Well, hello, I am Gorbez's Fiend of Earth. So I had the window resized, so
Yeah.
it wasn't the default size, that's for sure.
Like a sports bar where they have the game on like 4 different TVs all cornered together.
Yep.
Okay, that looks pretty good.
Certainly good enough.
Okay, ready?
Certainly good enough to be getting on with. I am ready.
All right, so first, we're going to use that Cure 2 potion with Cecil there. We're going to take the Dancing Dagger, put it on Palom's left hand. Now with Tella, we're going to take the Change Rod, put it on his right hand, use a Cure 2 there. Porum's next, we twin. Now, with Cecil, that hesitation of about a second before I went into his menu was intentional. Because if I did it right, Mylon will say, "Go, my children," and he will have no children to go. Okay, so we see a flare here. This is good. 1,080. That's huge.
Wow, yeah.
Okay, so that lit hit Palom. So we use a Cure 2 to get him good to go. Oh, God, he got hit again. Now we're risking it because here we're going to throw a Dancing Dagger. Now, let's see how Mylon reacts. Okay, so the reason why I didn't automatically throw a Cure 2 there is because if What's-His-Face died, then I wanted to throw a life instead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, let's take this. Ah, shit. Okay. And that was actually a really nice fight because the second twin cast killed it. Now, that's not always going to be the case because your damage rolls aren't going to go so well. So I tell you what, do you have the save state going?
You know what? I was just talking about how it wasn't giving me problems, and now I'm trying to make a save state, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything.
I tell you what, while you're figuring that out, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bust my save over here. I just totally forgot to do this.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not letting me, like, I'm hitting the make save state function, excuse me for the bonk there on the microphone, using the make save state function, and it doesn't appear to be doing anything. Oh, wait, hold on. No, it did. They just weren't showing up on the screen. So now, like, I went away from that menu and back to it. I have 5 save states named new save state. So you can tell how many times I
Nice.
clicked it. Okay. So rename you Mylon. I'm gonna leave the other ones out there just in case only one of them worked, because who knows. Alright, so this fight, with the exception of the fact that I saw you doing a little bit of optional item shifting. Like I saw you move the staff down, and I think the Gaia helm's down.
Yeah.
Apart from that, this Mylon fight is the same Mylon fight that I've been doing.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So this is just, do I remember how to do this? But you did just walk through, so let's do this.
Alrighty.
Oh, that is very nice, having the Cure 2's already there. That was the...
Yeah.
It threw me off for a second because I'm used to having to menu to bring them up with Cecil first turn.
Don't forget to put the change rod on Tella.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, and don't use a Cure 2 with Porum.
I did it too.
Porum.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's right. That's true. Hold on a sec. So
Yeah, Porum should be casted. Yeah.
okay, let me reload. If it'll work. Because this is the fun thing where like the save states were misbehaving. So I don't even know if it's gonna let me load anything.
Oh no.
There's an unexpected turn of events because again, it still seems like it's patched just fine, and I'm just letting him kill things now. So okay, here we go. Bear with me 1 second.
Okay.
We are gonna close this whole thing real quick. And fingers crossed that some of those 5 save states that I built actually did save. Otherwise, I might have a little ways back to come. Also, by turning off and on the console, I'm not sure if loading the save state now will bring me back to the seed that I was on, or if I'm just
If it's a save state, then it should.
okay. All right, so
A save file is a completely different story, but a save state should keep you on the same seed.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you went 64 door glitch early.
I did.
Whoa!
And it's
neat.
I'm not holding up. I don't know if them moving up is automatic. I don't know enough. We haven't gotten to this part yet. So
Holy smokes, dude, this is cool.
I'm just going to kind of let it go for a second, see what
That's
happens.
supposed to be happening, and the game is very broken, but it's still neat.
I just wonder if it'll bring me anywhere constructive or not.
This appears to be a loop.
Yeah, it looks like a loop, doesn't it? And I have no control. They are walking up of their own volition. So
Interesting.
all right, so the sad part is that that's the only save state that stuck. But it's not that bad because you told me to make a save state before the shopping, and I did. So I just have to walk back to Ordeals, it looks like.
Okay.
Which could be a lot worse, I think.
Well, try loading it again. Maybe there was just something funky with that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a fair point. I'll give it one more shot.
Yeah, give it another shot. Maybe do this. Yeah, I was gonna say load a game, so you're not doing it from the title screen.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Let's try. Ooh.
Oh wow, it just went like a power surge.
Yeah, I hear music, but it's a blank screen.
Can you menu it all? I'll take that as a no.
Doesn't seem like.
Alrighty, I guess if you have the closest save state that you have, that works.
Yeah, sorry about this. This will just be like 5 minutes probably. Technology, right? Just as I finished gushing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just, learn to play the game your damn self. Like, alright, let me reload that. Relaunch save states to SNES. Load Final Fantasy. Patch the ROM. Load the shopping. Okay. Alrighty. And now real quick, let me see if it'll let me make a save state. Good, okay. Make sure the functionality came back. Alright, so I have to... This is fine because, this is something I have to practice again.
This is good practice because what you're doing here is extremely important.
Yeah, so I'm coming here, and I am buying 6, and I am not buying...
You're buying 6 stacks.
Yeah, 6 stacks. I'm not buying the shirt, and I'm not buying the paladin helmet.
Correct. You're buying everything else.
Okay, thank you so much. And then I'm coming over to
Okay,
here.
good.
And I'm gonna sell 70 fire claws twice. Sell the darkness sword. And then buy 70 cure 2s, lives, heals, and ether 1s.
There you go. Good.
Excellent. Okay. Oh, well now...
Now you saw that buying 70 ethers cost you 700,000 GP. That's the one that's really going to get you into the range that you need to be for that particular room in the glitch.
Gotcha. Do you have volume right now? Because now I get to prove whether or not I can mash away from the note of shame.
I do not have volume, no.
Okay. I'll let you know. I'll be honest.
Okay. Yeah, you're a man of integrity. I'm sure you will. Yeah.
I got it. Sweet. I managed it again.
Nice.
Cool. Fantastic. Okay, now then. With renewed vigor, if my step route is still here, then I get an encounter in 1 step, and I should get another encounter in 2 steps after that. Cool. So my step route, is, like you said, because it's a save state, seems fine. We're walking. We get the beach encounter. Cool. Okay, yeah, it's all flooding back to me here. The question is, am I gonna get the surprise attack that killed Porum?
Possibly.
Possibly, yes. So yeah, apologies for the hardware issue here. But we will get back to where we once belonged. Right after we check on Kane, that bastard. Weapon, thank you for the raid.
Hey, what's up, Weapon?
Very much appreciated. How's it going tonight? Oh, yep. Yep, hits for 84. Kills Porum. Oh, okay, that time the damage roll was lower and didn't kill Porum. Okay, now Porum is dead. We did it. This time I got a 6 enemy surprise encounter. Last time I got a 7. Lovely. That scared me for a sec. Okay, so hiss. And hiss, and then I go left first so that I don't take an extra step. Get to here. Don't switch them. Why did you hit A so many times? Revive. Heal. Okay. We're going to equip the tiara on Porum. We're going to switch Column and Porum. And I'm going to make a save state. Why isn't it working? I'm super frustrated now. I'm not sure why it's hecking up right here. We can...
Oh, no, it's not letting you do the save state again?
Yeah, it's doing it again. It's very frustrating. I may have to do, like, the walking back to the save point. This is really...
If that's what you have to do, then yeah, just do it.
Yeah, I don't understand. I do not know. This is new and different and bad, and I don't get it. Everything... In the past, I've run into issues with this where it just... Like, the patch status went red, like it just dropped signal, and it's like, nope, you can't do anything else. But this says it's green, it says it's fine. And again, if I switch categories, because you can categorize where you want to put your save states. If I switch it back and forth, I see 2 new save states have appeared, but the screen's supposed to flicker when I hit it, and it didn't do it. I don't understand. Well, let's continue. Should I walk back down and use the save point?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably your best bet at this point.
Yeah. Hiss, hiss. It's very irritating. I don't know why it's behaving this way. It's letting me down. If I had known it was going to do this, we would have done it in emulator.
All right, so remember, put the change rod on Tella, and when Porum's turn comes up, you twin.
Oops, did not have to go all the way out of that menu. And then you had waited here for a moment, but I was so slow in the menuing that
Yeah, you might just want to go right ahead.
and we got a drain.
So now,
Yeah.
you get Go My Children while that's happening, then you get a drain. Now, the reason why you want to see that Go My Children with nothing there is that if you go too fast and you skip Go My Children, he hits you with a lit one instead. Oh, okay. So yeah, now you gotta.
All right.
Oh no! That's all right. Just pick him up.
This is fine.
This is fine.
I'll still twin with her.
And then immediately hit him with the Cure 2. Oh, with the twin. Actually, no, that was the better play. Yeah. Good. There you go. Okay, good. Okay, that's fine. Another flare. So you did like 7. Oh, wow. So you're only at about 1,500. Okay. You're obviously going to want to cure him. So in this case, I would attack with... Well, okay. Attacking with Cecil wouldn't have been the worst thing.
Can I do
so
a
now
third?
You're gonna do a dancing dagger.
But
That's... Oh, boy. You're
Do I
probably
do
going to
a-
have to...
do I do a
Probably
third
going to have
twin,
to hit him
or
twice.
can I not do that?
No, well, make sure he doesn't die. So, I mean, so cure Palom.
Right.
Yeah. But then I would swing twice with Cecil at this point.
Okay.
Just
like-
parry with Tella.
Do I have enough MP to do a third twin, or is that not?
No, you don't
Okay.
want to do a third twin. That's too
Okay.
long. Oh yeah, and if you get his turn, yeah, go ahead and dancing dagger. That's fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now you're done.
That's fine. It's fine to be getting on with for sure.
Yes. So now go save, because this is where this is absolutely something you're gonna want to practice.
Yeah. Put that in the first save slot here. Okay. I will get to like a step before, and I'll heal up. That's 2 steps
Okay.
before, but that's fine.
Now, just as important as doing this properly is doing the menu beforehand properly.
Okay, I'm gonna
So,
back out. I haven't done
heal-
anything yet.
Heal everyone. And then you'll switch Palom and Tella, and then Porum and Palom, and then change. So you should have Tella. So it should be Tella, blank, Palom, Cecil, Porum, with only Cecil in the front row. Just like that. Okay. I tell you, I'm going to talk through what I'm going to do here, assuming everything goes right.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to go out of your way to like try to teach me backups, right, per se. Like, because I can just reload the save.
Backups are just the best backup when you're starting out is to, depending on where it goes wrong, is to just kill Palom and just throw Cure 2s. Okay?
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to do. On Cecil's first turn, if Mylon hits Cecil or Tella, I'm just going to parry about half a second after the damage roll disappears. If he hits Palom or Porum, I'm going to throw a Cure 2 on whoever gets hit, and I'm going to do my final confirmation about half a second after the damage roll disappears. Palam's turn is next. I'm going to cast Ice 2 on Porum. Then comes Tella. We're going to run buffer, cast Stop on Cecil. Porum's turn's next. You're going to run buffer again, and then cast Twin. At this point, Palam will cast Ice 2 on Porum and one-shot her. Then Tella will cast Stop on Cecil. During this time, you're going to go into your item menu. You're going to select the Cure 2 as if you're going to use it. But before you press A for the final confirmation, you'll press B to back out, and then you'll swap the spots of the Cure 2 and the trash can in the inventory, and then back out. And then you should be done as far as inputs goes. So, and then provided that Palam doesn't die to the next hit that Mylon throws out, then Palam will throw the trash can and you'll be done. So here we go. I did my menuing before. So here we go. So I move down here in case I need it. Okay, so I can just queue up parry, wait until that drops, and then there we go. Perfect. And then while he's rumbling down, this is a great opportunity to move all kinds of stuff around that you just don't need. And you can move some things that you do need into some proper spots here. Like that there, things like that. Okay? I'll do it again.
So I saw you do a couple run buffers as well.
Yep.
Are those
you do your run buffers only with Tella and Porum. Do not do run buffers with anybody else, or you will just completely destroy the timing of that whole song and dance. Okay? So again, we do the menuing we wanted to do, tier everyone, get them in the proper slots. Perfect. And there we go. Do you want to give it a try?
Absolutely.
All right, let's see how you do.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Can I stay on this menu?
Okay, good.
Oh wait, that's not the twin. That's the ice 2.
Yeah.
And you went up.
So
like
okay,
that, yeah.
so well, let's see how it works. Just keep doing it. No, no.
Oh wait.
Yeah. So yeah, the timing of that now is
Yeah, I took too long on the menuing, right?
right. Yeah, so you want the key to making that work is having Porum's selection of the twin command set in for long enough before she dies, which is
Gotcha.
why you do the run buffers with Tella and Porum,
Oh yeah,
and not with anyone else.
I didn't do any run buffers, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I like forgot about a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot to take in here.
It is. Yeah, it's a lot to do, and you have to do it quickly. This, unfortunately, is something you cannot do leisurely.
Form and change. It'll help me practice that menu too. So, let me see. So, Cecil gets the first turn for me. If the attack goes to him or to Tella, then I parry about half a second after the damage roll disappears. If it goes to one of the twins, I throw a Cure 2 on one of the two, also half a second after the damage roll disappears.
Yeah, the final confirmation should happen about half a second after that disappears. That's correct.
Okay, and then the next turn is Palom.
The next... Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, the next turn is Palom. That's right.
Yeah, Palom cast Ice 2 on Porum.
Yeah.
And
here's the easy way to do it fast is once you select Ice 2 and then it goes to pull up a target,
it's left up.
You're going to press you're going to press right. No. You're going to press left and then up.
Yeah. Okay.
And that will target Palom.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Porum.
Porum, yeah. And then
Porum. After you've done that, as soon as you hear the dinner for Tella's turn, squeeze that RNL.
Gotcha.
And then go down to stop. Once you select that, it's left down to get to Cecil.
Okay.
Then, as soon as you hear dinner for Porum, squeeze that LNR to get that run buffer, and then it's just down A to get to Twin.
Okay.
Now, as soon as you see Cecil's turn comes up, that's when you go into the whole item switchy deal.
Yeah. So I go down, I go to the Cure 2. So I go to
You hit A twice.
Yeah.
And then you press B. And then you select the Cure 2, you swap its position with the trash can, and then you actually don't need to press B to get out of that menu.
Okay.
But as soon as you make that swap, I usually like to just press B just to be done with it, but once you make that swap, then you should be done.
Okay.
As far as inputs goes.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. I did not do that right. I'm stopping the wrong person.
Oh yeah. You don't be shy about the LNR. Really hold it down for like a good. I didn't. You don't need to tap them. Hold them down for like a good half a second to make sure that you set that run buffer in.
Yeah, I didn't get the can't run. I gave up on it too fast.
Yeah. You can hold these for a little longer as opposed to like the run buffers that you do with Edward, like during the gauntlet and stuff.
Okay. Nope, too fast. It was too fast.
Okay. So you're going to get another turn with Cecil. Just parry immediately.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. Palom's dead.
Yeah, there's... Yeah.
this is that got fried.
Yeah.
So just know, if you parry with Cecil too fast and you get a second turn with him, immediately parry again and you should be fine.
Okay.
Okay?
Can do.
Yeah, you would just proceed normally after that. You'll still get the same turn order.
I don't think I got the twin fast enough.
You didn't run buffer.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, we're getting closer.
Everything, but up to that point, everything looked good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Don't forget, there's 2 run buffers you got to do there, and they're back to back.
Yeah. You are correct. I did not do that run buffer.
Oh my god.
Did I do it?
It looks good so far. Oh, I think you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah! All right, dude.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Isn't that a satisfying feeling?
That's so good. And, like the fact
Dude,
that
so
you have to wait.
I actually have, and I'm gonna find it. I actually made a clip of, or a highlight, I guess, of the very first time that I ever nailed Trash Can in an actual Paladin percent run, and I'll link it here in chat. But yeah, it's pretty, yeah, it's good. You want to do it again?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, dude. Hold on, let's see here. Man, I got a lot of highlights.
Well, I mean, you're just a highlighty kind of guy. You do lots of cool stuff.
TFW, you Trash Can and a PB, yes. Good. You're good.
Yeah, I almost hacked up the item menuing. I almost didn't get the switch in time. Oh, that's really cool.
How more time do you think?
Yeah.
So, dude, that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's
You're on a hot
neat.
streak. So I tell you what. Here's what I'm looking at, Yels. You know how to do trash can. You've officially done it multiple times in a row.
Mhm.
We have been live for almost 3 hours with this, and we haven't even
started
the second half of the game.
Oh god.
So,
Yeah.
do you want to maybe split this up into 2 parts?
I think so. You know what? That's very prudent because I could easily see us being up until midnight your time, trying.
Oh
to...
yeah, oh yeah. Because now the second half of this is stuff you've never done, and there's other things coming up here that are even more critical. Not to mention doing the 64 door glitch itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're easily going to need another 3 hours, I would say.
Okay. Cool. All right. That's fine. Like you know what? I feel like I could take this away for the time being and try to improve my paladin PB, and then we can circle back and work on the cool stuff. Like this was super cool, but like the other cool stuff.
Yeah. I tell you what. Let me. Let's go out in the fitting way. Let's become paladins.
That's a good idea.
And then we'll call it. We'll call it a. We'll wrap it up there.
Yeah. So you throw Mylon in the trash one more time.
Provided everything cooperates, yes.
I'll put your sound through here.
Oh, dang it. Did I do that too late? I might have screwed this up already. Oh, no, I think I'm good. We're good. Wow. Between the two of us, we have done this successfully, what, 5 or 6 times?
Yeah.
In this stream?
Yeah.
And neither of us got Telelife. That is an upset.
Chalk up another one for the good guys.
Yep. All right.
Gerba.
Let's go fulfill our destinies.
Good idea.
Respectively. Now, for no credits warp, this fight is identical to Paladin.
Perfect.
You're going to equip the Dancing Dagger, hope you only need to throw 3, pray you don't need to throw 5.
Yeah, I had never seen the damage rolls so low that they would fall into the 5 category.
I just threw the Legend Sword. I'm dumb. Okay. Okay. Yeah, run buffers. Ho! 3 dagger. Even 3 dagger with a bonus Legend Sword throw.
Do you run buffer this fight normally?
I did only because I screwed up with the Legend Sword and I didn't want to get text.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I mean, certainly if you can run buffering properly can save you an extra attack from Dark Cecil.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll get my screen to the same spot that you're at, and then, yeah. Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, this ended up being part 1 of a 2-part tutorial. There were a couple of technical
we didn't know it was
hardware
going to be 2
issues,
parts,
yeah. But the important thing is that we threw my Lunzi in the trash.
Oh yes,
That's the important thing.
oh yes. Hey, and watch that clip that I put into chat, and you can see
yeah.
just the unbridled satisfaction that I got out of doing it properly. So, well, all right. As far as when we do the second part of this, I figure you and I can discuss that.
Yes, at a future date, not too far in the future.
A date to be named later.
Yeah. We will reconvene, and Vonnie will show you how this game really gets broken open.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna turn the stream back over to the Retrothon replays. So stick around if you've been here watching those and you don't know why suddenly something went live. Don't worry, it's coming back.
Well, for those of you that were here for the tutorial, thank you very much for watching. And like I said, we're only halfway through this. So follow Retro Gaming at Retro Gaming Live on Twitter so that you can get updates for when the second part of this will be happening.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. In the meantime, get ready for more Retrothon replays. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Take care, folks.